Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to today's show. Welcome. Oh, somebody's here already. Fashion with Lifestyle, how are you? Welcome. So, a video. Welcome back again to today's show. Please like and share as it comes in. And if you can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. Okay, I really appreciate it. Like and share, everybody. Like and share as you come in. Oh, hello, Travel Live with 60. Welcome to my channel. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you here. Welcome, and I hope you like it here. Fashion with Lifestyle. You've been here since Nigeria time half 6. Wow, well done, sis. Welcome. So Lifestyle with Pearl said, this really shocked me. What is there to shock you? There's nothing new under this world, or there's nothing new under the sun anymore. Okay, so yeah, you are definitely the first time. Mr. Olakunle Martins, welcome again. It's good to see you here again today. How are you today? And happy Valentine in advance to everybody in here. Okay, I'm not celebrating, but I'm gonna wish you guys. And so yeah, but I've said hello to Travel Life. I'm definitely going to check your channel out. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome. I hope you subscribe and turn all of your notification on as well. Hello, Fashion Lifestyle. You can hear me absolutely great. Travel Life said, thank you. Okay. Hello, Jane's Cradle. I think this is your first time here as well. Welcome. Please like and share, subscribe as you come in. And today that we are all here, you guys need to jump into the back and come and talk. Oh. Today, you are all talking because you guys cannot be leaving all the talk alone for me to talk. Okay, you guys cannot be leaving all the talk for me alone to talk. So all of you be prepared. Hey, the birthday girl is here. The birthday girl is here, and Habi is one of our members as well. So there's a membership on my channel. There's 3 different categories of membership, so you can join. Happy birthday to you, Habi. And I'm hoping today has been great. You share the same birthday with my mom. My mom is also the February 13th as well. All the Valentine babies. Happy birthday, sis. And I wish I could send you a birthday cake, but you are far away from me. Yes, please like as you come. Adebimpe, my beautiful sister, welcome. So, Abby, you already have somebody that is dragging first position with you now. So, fashion with Lifestyle is dragging position with you. So, a quick introduction. Let me quickly drop a post here so that I can pin it. We are still celebrating the birthday girl. She's one of my members here. So let me give her flowers. She's one of my members and she's one of my admin as well. So she does a lot of great work for the channel. So, like I said, guys, please like and share as a comment. My name is Wemimo, for those of you who are new to my channel, and also known as that number 5 and also known as TMO5 Candy Co. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You are highly welcome, and I hope you love it here. And also, what do you want? Oh, okay, so just leave it on the floor there. Thank you. So do not hesitate to join my membership as well. There's lots of stuff. The membership is just a way of you supporting my channel. You know, £2.99 for a week cup of coffee. Anytime I come here, I got this cup from work when I turned 40 last year. Obviously, I've got a blow on the thing here, so just yeah. So James Cradle Cell, no, I've always been here. Can't miss ever interested. Oh, thank you so much. I've not noticed. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, what are we talking about today? Or who are we talking about today? We are talking about innocent Tuface Idibia, the allegedly ever wandering Bola. And I've made a few videos about what has transpired between Annie Macaulay, because that's what he wants us to start referring to her to now. So I've already made a video about what happened with them, my opinion and how I feel. And yes, these are 2 matured couples. They have children. And I did a video where I kind of like said it was a bad timing it was a bad timing that Tuface came out. And in all the years, even when Annie Macaulay's brothers, families came out to drag Annie, Tuface has never ever come out to defend or protect Annie. And I find that strange. I actually did not even thought of it until I went back to that video of when Annie's brother came out to say that Annie was allegedly a druggie. And there's been other instances as well where Annie has been dragged on social media. I've never seen Tuface came out to, defend her. And that kind of like, I was just thinking about this thought this morning before I came on this live stream, that's strange. But then he saw young Toto, a 31-year-old Toto, and I don't think the public has actually dragged Natasha. I'll call her Natasha. I'm not going to use honorable because she's a small girl to me. I'm 10 years her senior. So Natasha, don't think anybody has dragged Natasha since Tuface came out with her. So let's read a little bit about Natasha, okay? We all know who she is. Like, for those of you who don't know her, I've got something here that I really want us to read. So it says here, so I found this post saying who she is, okay? I hope I can read it because I'm trying some new things on my channel here. So as a dynamic leader, so this is a write-up they've written or they've done about Natasha. Let me see if I can make the screen bigger. Okay, as a dynamic leader and role model, Honorable Natasha's passion for excellence. No, that's all about her. If you want to read that, you're free to read that. So she's into politics and she's been known to be the daughter or the granddaughter of the Igbinedion. She's from the Igbinedion. She's a granddaughter of Chief Dr. Igbinedion. So she's definitely from a rich home. So she has the pay, she has the money, she has the, everything. She's from a reputable home, well, in terms of money. And she's into politics as well. And we all know what is happening in politics nowadays in Nigeria. I'm not going to use my mouth to say everything. So one thing that I noticed from this post is that there was something else that was not included in this post. And I felt it made sense that they've not actually included that thing in this post. So they've said how she's been a role model. She has passion for excellence. She's a reliable voice in the legislative arm of the government. She gives scholarship and all of that. She gave it to all of the people. And according to Baba, in quote, she is a young, brilliant, amazing woman. I believe Tuface once said that about Annie. So before I was actually going to say something, it came into my thought earlier on. It came into my thought. I've lost that line of thought now, but hopefully I remember it again. So he said she's a young, brilliant, amazing woman, and she had nothing to do with what is happening between me and Annie. So I remembered my line of thought. So I've said in the past that I've already covered all the stuff that happened, why Tuface was being dragged, and why I felt was a wrong timing, and all of this. You know what? It's not a crime for divorce to happen. I just want to put that out there. And I've said I'm not going to judge anyone. Okay? But then me doing this is mainly to kind of like say, if you put your story out here, people will talk. Okay? If you put your story out in the public, people will definitely talk. And nothing your Olopa or soldier will do about it. I just wanted to know that. So that's that. So, like I said, he said she's a young, brilliant, amazing woman. Well, when you met Annie at the age of 15, 16, what was she to you? What was she to you? And he said here in quote, he loves her, she's amazing, she's cool, and he wants to marry her. That's fine, no problem. So Abby says, sorry, but we know politics is a good place to retire. Exactly. I was just going to go in there as well. You know what? Having multiple children does not mean that your old age is going to be a better suitor one. And in Tuface's case, he has multiple children with multiple women. What makes him think that at his old age, these children will be there to look after him? I'm not cussing him. This is me just thinking out loud. So having 20 children does not mean that all 20 children will be care for you at your old age. Maybe he's just realized that, but then it's not learned because he's still going ahead with the fourth woman, and it's been alleged that this Natasha is pregnant. So Abby said, what if that's all to feel? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he feels that, okay, if I take a young Toto, she's into politics, she has money, so my retirement age or my old age will be great for me. Hello, TC. TC says she's a small girl too. Small girl, 31. 31 is not a small girl. That's a matured woman. And Tuface is like 49. Maybe in terms of their age difference, maybe a small girl to Tuface, but she's not really a small girl in the essence of it. Abby said, especially since he went to Edo and all and getting involved. Exactly. Man went to House of Assembly to go and show, solidarity to baby girl. Yeah, 31 is not young. Abby said, Wahala for who no get young and brilliant. Oh, exactly. So TC said, she's a small girl to you. You are 10 years as senior, so you won't address her as honorable. TC, if you come here to come and drag me here, I don't have time. So you say you will always be 10 years older than her, even when she's a governor, you're still struggling. Abby, please do the needful for this person. After the trauma, he made those exactly, Hello, Cindy Emmanuel, welcome. TC, I think you need to go and take tramadol tonight so that you can be in the zombie mode, because I don't know what your problem is. Yes, I said it because she's an honorable so she go uni, I go uni. So because she's another, they take honorable, collect money for bank. Go and take several thousand seats behind, okay? Go and take several thousand seats behind. I said I'm not going to call her honorable. Her name is Natasha. Here in the UK, we call our prime minister by name. Our prime minister in the UK, we call him by name, Keir Starmer. My local MP, I call them by their first name. And this one is telling me nonsense. That's the kind of Nigerian African mentality that you go somewhere else, your brain does not work. Thank you, Jari Abi. So, like I was saying, that when they write up this post to make her, to portray who she is as a, smart, intelligent girl, there's something I found on a page that was not actually shared. There's something I'm trying to maybe let this video play to the top. It's been alleged that she came with baggages, that she's got baggages. Let me see if I can go to the top of this post. Or maybe it's not this one. Oh yeah, here it is. So it's been alleged that Natasha came with baggages. And you guys, you can see what you've read there. Allegedly, that she came with baggages as well. But in that post where they were telling us how intelligent she is, nothing of such was written. What do you guys think? Thank you so much, Abby. What do you guys think? So this post from this page also has been dropping lots of stuff. Okay, I've been on our page. So this post said, Tuface has 7 kids, and we all know that. 2 with Annie, I think 3 with Pero, if I'm not mistaken, and 2 with the other woman. So that's 7 in total. Our intelligent, beautiful, honorable Mrs. has 2 kids already, allegedly. So it's been alleged by this post that incoming Mrs. Idibia allegedly has 2 kids. What do you guys think? And what is kind of like strange to me is the fact that she's a 31-year-old woman, allegedly has 2 kids of her own, and she's gonna go settle with a man who has 7 children, 3 baby mamas. You would think as a Gen Z, I'll say yes, she's in the era of Gen Z, that she would run 440 away from Tuface. What do you guys think in the comment section? You would think that she would run if Tuface is crawling on the floor, saying he will give her life. You would think she would run 440 with that kind of profile from a man. Hello, Abe Crystal, how are you? Welcome. So Tuface has 7 children. The person will be in wife, who met him before the other women, was the last person to have children for him. So 5 babies were already in the making before the person who actually met him first started having his babies. So there's 7 children. Tuface has 7 children with 3 different women, plus Annie is soon to be ex-wife. And then it's been alleged that Natasha has 2 kids of her own, making it 9. And now she's pregnant with the number 10 one. Travel Life said, what are we going to do with Father Abraham? Community boyfriend. I wish women would like I wish women would like such men. I rest my case. No, women should not like such men. No. It's only a desperado. It's only a woman who thinks maybe I am no longer in the market. Maybe I cannot catch a fish in the market that would desperately go after a man with such profile. And yes, people have been saying that, okay, this has happened. Does he not deserve to be loved? Tuface should go and look for somebody his age. You should go and look for somebody his age. Not Natasha, who's just, starting her life. Yes, somebody deserves to love him. He deserves to be loved. But a 31-year-old, and you already have 7 children, and you are allegedly you're still making babies with, like, at that age, 49, you should not be thinking of having any more children. It's just like what Yul Edochie is doing now. The early years of your life, you have a wife, you have 4 beautiful children. Because of your wandering Bola cannot stay in one place. You now decide to go and start that journey all over again with another woman. Like, start having babies again when your last child will probably be about maybe 7 or 9. Your oldest is of university age. Like, do some men actually think at all? It's just like a woman starting again, maybe a woman in her late 40s or maybe early 40s, starting all over again. You decide that you've already had children before. You now found a new love of your life. You now started having children. You're not doing this all over again. Like, what is going on in your mind? Why start such journey again? The kind of life that Tuface should be looking for right now is not a life that he should be rearing babies. It's not a life that he should be rearing babies. The life he should have now is somebody to, scratch his back and he scratch that person's back. Yeah, he might decide to marry them. He might decide to marry the woman, but not for child rearing. And so I said he shouldn't have gone for Natasha. Natasha should have run for 40. Abby said, why hasn't he had vasectomy? I don't know. We don't know. And so I said he should not be rearing babies at that age again. Maybe he thinks he has money. Maybe he feels he has money. But then and so I said that, you know what, in this age, we need to understand that having plenty children does not mean that all of those children will look after you at your old age. You might just be lucky that maybe one will be the one that is constantly checking on you and constantly, giving you money. Yes, it's every parent's wishes, every parent's prayer that when they have old age, that the children should look after them. But our African parents, they are having plenty children with the hope that if I get 20 picking, all 20 of them will buy house, they will do this, they will look after me. You are wrong, because if you God want to punish that kind of parent, none of those children will look at you. Abby said, also, Tuface doesn't deserve love until he's worked out on exactly. Hence why I did a video yesterday, and I said that I often don't understand the logic behind how some men move on really quickly from a marriage breaking down. And I intentionally said marriage, not girlfriend-boyfriend relationship. Marriage. Look at the case of May and Yul Edochie. They've been married for how many years? It was one who came out to say that the woman has never given him any issues, only for him to bring in a woman. And then start the journey of having babies all over again. And it's been alleged that they're expecting the 3rd baby. That one is just rearing babies like a pig. And it's been alleged that they're expecting another baby again. Like, why put yourself through all of that again? So the way is, I don't know how old Yul Edochie is. By the time the 3rd one that Judy is having now is about 5 years, maybe Yul will be in his maybe late 40s or maybe early 50s. Like, do they even think of their old age at all? It's a different case if someone has not had any child their entire life and they maybe started late, but you've already started that journey. And then you now decide to start all over again with another woman. Like, yes, like I said, I still don't understand the fact, or I don't understand the logic behind how some men move on really quickly from marriage breaking down. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, so he's going to start changing nappies at the age of 52 or 53. Abby said, let's just be kind to ourselves. That's just the bottom line. Annie have her all and didn't reserve any love for herself. Absolutely. And I've been preaching that because you are married now and because you are starting having kids, you now ignore yourself. No. People often ask me that even after having 5 kids, I still look like, if I go out there, I look like maybe like a 25-year-old woman. You think I do not show myself love? I show myself love. I show myself love. I do. And that is what you should be doing if you are married and you have children, you have a family of your own. Don't desert yourself. Okay? Don't. Primary 1 school, the child will not start primary school straight away now. The child will start nursery first. Nursery, kindergarten or whatever, then primary school. And we all know School fees is not a joke. It's not a joke in Nigeria now. At 50, exactly. So Mr. Olakunle said, this is the best choice. He can have access to single girls of today. You can have access to single girls of today. Will only go along with him to chop his money, which I think it doesn't really have much now. So that's why I said it could go for somebody maybe slightly older than Natasha, as compared to a 31-year-old woman who obviously she might still want to have more kids. But in his own case, he is almost, I think he's almost 50, already has 7 children. Already has 7 children of his own. And at that age, you want to start a family again. By the time the child Natasha has for him is 5, he's going to be 55 years old. Often when I often same kind of like what I'm trying to explain here kind of like mimics the relationship, the marriage of Regina Daniels and Nedun Woko. Do you know how old Nedun Woko is? Do you know how old Regina Daniel is? And how old is Regina Daniels' first child? By the time Regina Daniels' first child is 16 or 18, Nedun Woko will probably be in 80-something years old. I don't think that's right. Which means that Regina Daniels' son, by the time he's 20, a young adult, his father might not be in a position to like be there for him anymore. Allegedly, yes, allegedly. I hope you guys understand the calculation of math I'm trying to calculate here. Like a young girl marrying such an older man. She has 2 sons now. And like I said, by the time her first son is 16 years old, how old would Nedun Woko be? Do the maths. Abby Crystal said, Tuface will continue, even this same Natasha can't stop him. Exactly. And there's a lot of drama already that is going on about this Natasha girl, okay? So Abby said, they said Natasha is crazy, she allegedly. If that's the case, then it meant exactly. I've been seeing lots of posts, honestly. I've been seeing lots of posts about obviously she being addicted to an opioid like that. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. It's not fair on the child. Absolutely, Abby. It's not. So I'm actually interested in what Mr. Olakunle is saying tonight. Mr. Olakunle said, I always advise girls that it's better for the man to love you more than you love him. If a man loves more, they can never walk away. Okay, women, I hope you are listening. That's coming from a man. That's coming from a man. Thank you so much for that input. So from this thing here, obviously says that Tuface has 7 kids, and our intelligent, beautiful, honorable Mrs. allegedly has 2 already, which makes that there's 9. And then she's about to have another one allegedly with Tuface. So, girls, I don't know what's going on in your head. Somebody that already has 7 children, that's where you want to go and pitch your tent, knowing his reputation. I don't know what you're thinking. So let me see what else is in this post that I want us to see. Obviously, this is a video of people in Edo. I don't know what they were jubilating. There. Let's see. So this is a post from yesterday. At some point that allegedly Tuface Idibia's family were looking for him yesterday. They did not know where he was. That he just allegedly walked out of the house, and before they knew, people were telling them that they sighted him at the airport. So this person said, breaking gist, I confirm to you that Tuface reportedly, according to the Idibia family, allegedly sneaked out of his Lagos home since Monday, and all attempts to reach out to him has been fruitless. Now we know where he is. He's in Edo with Natasha, allegedly. Allegedly. And so they tagged the honorable. Please, so this post tagged honorable saying, where is Tubaba? Why are you at Natasha, the one answering Tubaba's call? So this post alleging that Natasha was the one answering Tubaba's call, even though his family has been trying to reach him, allegedly. And this post continued that Natasha, according to the Idibia family, you guys saw the post there. I'm not going to say because of YouTube community policy. And they are afraid you are likely to lure their son. So this thing that they said that this lady is on, it's not actually, I don't know what it is, but there was something where somebody said that she is on a medication called pentacozine. So pentacozine is a very, very strong painkiller to treat severe and moderate pain, and it's an highly addictive medication. Okay, and I think such medication should actually be short pain med should be highly regulated in Nigeria. Here in the UK, I work as a nurse, so we use lots of strong painkillers like oxycodone. We use a lot of morphine. We use a lot of fentanyl. And especially when we use fentanyl here in the UK, at my work, we use it neat. We don't dilute it. It's a very, very strong painkiller. So if people are able to buy pentacozine like that, which is a very highly medication that you can easily, you can get addicted on. Even the hydrocodone, this hydrocodone that people take. I know somebody who's addicted to cocodamol. That person can chop also like 40 of cocodamol and it will not have an effect on him. Yes. So it's been said that allegedly she's addicted to pentacozine, and I don't know what must have happened in her life for her to have been placed on such medication, which is why when you see her, she's like, twerking. Her head is twerking. That's the allegedly effect of that medication that has been mentioned that she's been on. So what this post is saying about her being on that thing, I don't know about that, but this medication, pentacozine, is a very, very strong. You can get addicted to it, and for you to wean yourself off that medication, you actually need to check into rehab. Same thing with when it comes to morphine as well. So here in the UK, medications like morphine and fentanyl, you won't get, even your GP will not give you. It's only if you find yourself in an hospital that you'll be giving it. It's an IV, it's an intravenous medication. I use it a lot at work, okay? And when I had my surgery, I had it as well. In fact, I don't know how people said they enjoy the effect, because I never thought it helps with my pain. Even though I have a very high pain threshold, okay? I don't succumb to pain that easily. When my colleague at work told me that, when I've already given you 50 mics of fentanyl, I'm like, I'm still in pain. What do you mean you've given me 50 mics of fentanyl? So it's a very, very high, like a pain med that we don't even give it. You can't get it from your GP. You can only be giving it via IV in the hospitals. But medications like dihydrocodone, cocodamol, people get addicted to it a lot. And I remember when I tried to go get the hydrocodone from my GP, because I often have a lot of back pain. Yes, effect of having 5 children. So my back pain is not for anything. 5 children is not easy. And then the only thing that will help with my pain is the hydrocodone. And I went to my GP to say, I've been having this pain all the time. I've tried therapy and all of this, it's not working for my back pain. Obviously, me being overweight as well was contributing to my back pain. So I went to my GP and I asked her, okay, the only thing that works for my pain is the hydrocodone. Paracetamol was not touching it for me. Like paracetamol can't do anything for my pain. My GP told me, no, I can't give it to you because you could easily get it. And I'm like, could you check my record and tell me how long ago you last prescribed me the hydrocodone? So I don't take it often. Maybe if I have to take the hydrocodone, that pain must be crumbling me. And then maybe I only just take one at bedtime. So she went to check, and when she checked my record, the last time she ever prescribed me the hydrocodone was 3 years ago. She now gave me. And guess how much she gave me? She gave me 3 days dose. I said, no, I need a full pack. So that's how regulated pain medications are in the UK. So she being able to get her hands on this, allegedly, something, I don't know what must have happened in her life for her to have been placed on that medication. But this post continues to say that allegedly Natasha was the one answering Tuface's phone call, that Tuface's family are trying to reach him, that they are not able to reach him allegedly. And this post continues saying that according to our confirmed source, Tuface has been, I can't say that because I've got something on it, has been an undisclosed place with you, which I believe is in Edo somewhere, and you have literally taken possession of his phone allegedly. Who used to take, you guys saw it, that on the hood side have stopped because of deteriorating health. Okay, I've stopped because of deteriorating health. And where is that? Where did I stop there? Stop because of deteriorating health reasons. But the family are now worried that Natasha allegedly, who is an alleged huge whatever addict, might just lure their son brother into fatality. At Natasha, please, where is Tuface allegedly? Can you please allow him to speak to his family? So that was what this post said last night before I came in to do this live stream, that they did not know where Tubabai was. I believe we all know where Tubabai is now, because he went on to release a post that we are all talking allegedly, that since this is the talk of allegedly, we are all talking now. Everybody should be alleging, and whatever it is that we are alleging, we should know what we are talking if we are alleging and stuff like that. So let's move on to something else I've got here to share with you. What's this one that I placed here? Okay, we just finished discussing this one. So what's this one here? So that's where they were introducing the alleged honorable to us. And so this was the video of that people
remember representing the very amazing people of Lagos.
So I don't want to play that audio because I don't want it to be copyrighted. Look at how the way she was there allegedly is not far from how Annie was in that show. look at her, rubbing her body and stuff like that. So here she was just talking about giving people buying jam form for people and stuff like that. Hello, Banky's Corner, how are you? Welcome. Naido Juju, allegedly Abby. Recording in front of Nigerian flag. That's the show, that's the doing stuff. When you follow person in politics, somebody said they did not even hire on the flag. Wouldn't be my own. So Habi said here that when I had my blood clot, they had to be very careful with cocodamal. Exactly, yes, because if for the fact that that it's working for you, you could easily get addicted to it. And what thing my GP also said to me was that she also gave me other ways that I could use the hydrocodone, which means that I am not on it for the longer run. So which means that I could take the hydrocodone, I could take paracetamol, and I could take diclofenac as well. That way it helps, it lasts longer, and I won't have to keep taking multiple medication at the same time. And it really helped. But then, like I said, I have a very high pain threshold that for me to decide to take pain medication, that pain must be crippling me. But since I've lost weight now, my back pain has released, it's reduced a lot. So we also how she was there. Okay. Mr. Lackley said, so Abby said, you are very sensitive. That's why. Possibly because, like I said, when I had my gallbladder removed, I'm a nurse and I deal with people who have their gallbladder removed every day at work. You need to see some people, they try to jump out of the trolley, like the hospital bed, they try to jump out of it because they are in lots of pain. And me, I was wondering, not be only gallbladder you remove. Why are you like this? And when I had my surgery, I thought I was going to be like that. At some point, I was already saying to my colleagues that, please, when I come into recovery, just pull the curtain. I don't want people to be seeing me because I don't know how I'm going to react. I don't know how I was going to react. I said to my colleague, and they were like, oh, Webby, you're going to be a terrible patient. But then all I remember was that I came into recovery. I was just kind of like growing, like, that was the pain. And my one of my colleagues were like, Webby, you're actually a good patient to look after. I remember she told me she gave me 50 mics of fentanyl. And like I said, when we give fentanyl, we only give it neat. We don't dilute it. Neat, which means that it takes effect like that. We don't dilute, we give it through IV. She said she's giving me like, I don't feel the effect of this fentanyl, that you need to give me more. And in recovery, we can only give maximum of 200 micrograms of fentanyl in recovery. If the patient is needing more, we might have to do maybe a PCA or something, patient control analgesia. I have to do that, or speak to the anesthetist to come prescribe something else. So for me, after she gave me that fentanyl, she then gave me the hydrocodone, and I was not given a stronger painkiller to go home. I was not giving, even when I get back home, I was not on any hydrocodone. All I was taking was peppermint tea because I knew I was bloated with the head that was blown into my abdomen, and the pain I was feeling was just pain from the head that they blown into my stomach to get my surgery done. So yeah. Mr. Lackley said, my wife lives in Canada and I live in Nigeria, but the only woman I will always love is my wife after 20 years of marriage. Oh, that's commendable. Congratulations, Mr. Martins. And I can never stop loving her. Every time I see she's looking more beautiful. Oh wow, I'm jealous. Banky said true. The flags look rumpled. Exactly. So yes, we all saw the post of Natasha there, and the talk still keeps going on. People are alleging that she's on whatever. Have I talked about this one? Yes, I've already discussed this. We've discussed where they were telling us about her, but they've not told us allegedly that she has 2 kids of her own. And yes, there's been a story of her being on that medication allegedly, and the guy who she was allegedly dating before was doing Thanksgiving, knowing that he has escaped her allegedly because her family tried to not let this guy, walk away allegedly. So now people are like, Tuface has met his match. That Tuface has met his match. Okay, let's see again. There are lots of stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. So this is a video of him. This is a video of him proposing to Natasha. The man no kneel down. He was not on his knees. Oh, hello, Glory Chema, welcome. He was not on his knees. So he proposed, and before he proposed, he did made a video. Let me see if I can find that video and upload it here. It was shading people that all of you that you are alleging, all this kind of talk. Let me see if I can upload that video while we are here. So I don't want to place the volume because I don't want this video to be copyrighted, but let's just watch that. So he proposed to her, and before he came out with that video of proposing, he already told us, all of us, that we are all alleging, that whatever it is that we are alleging, we should be careful. We should be careful with what we are alleging. Let me find that video so I can share with you guys. I'm trying to find that video. So obviously that's Natasha, and we now know that is in Edo with Natasha allegedly. I'm trying to find that video that he told us that we are all alleging. I thought I downloaded it. Let me find it. He said we are all alleging. We should keep alleging. Because now we sabi pass that because we have perfect lives. So we should keep talking. Okay, let me quickly download the video. Let me quickly download the video. So here in the video, you can see that girl too, the way she was, shaking like Ewe Jobele, shaking like leaf on top of water. So, let me read comment while I'm waiting for that video to download. So, Abby said, Mr. Martins, do you want to be a special guest on one of the episodes? Okay, well, that's good. Abby is already throwing the shot for me. I hope Mr. Martins will reach out. Hello, Glory Chema, how are you? Let's see the comment. I want with a book. Bankis is not slowing down at all. Allegedly, Mr. Innocent Idibia. Exactly, allegedly. It's allegedly we are talking, we are alleging. Everything is alleging. When he did that video, I really want us to address that video, okay? Who are those hailing them? Me, I know Sabio. I don't know who those who are hailing them. Look at their carrying camera. Like, look at her. I'm just laughing that she does not know what is coming for her. Even though people are like, she deserves, they both deserve each other. If said, please, we seem to be glorifying his loads of woeful decision. Karma is like a middle name. You know what? At the end of the day, what has happened between them? Welcome to my channel. What has happened between them? We can't change it. Okay, it's just a shame that this has happened. But then, if a relationship is actually not working, there's no point both of them being together because, to me, at the state they've become highly toxic and dangerous to one another, and it's better both of them go their separate way before one of them loses his or her life. Okay, that's why I felt like I think this is like a getaway for Annie. That because Annie wouldn't have leave Tuface in any way. Annie wouldn't have leave Tuface in any way. So I think Tuface is practically maybe doing Annie a favor by letting her go. Let me download this video where he told us that we are all alleging. So while that is downloading, let's keep talking. So I think it's good that they all go their separate way because at the end of the day, like I said, you know what? It's very, very. I keep saying it. Mr. Lackley might disagree with me. I keep saying that I don't understand how men move on really quick in relationships when it breaks down. And also, it kind of reminds me of when on that show on The Young, Famous and African, when he asked Annie for them to do another 10 years. So that episode was done last year. And they renewed their vows. So the vows for another 10 years only lasted a year. I believe they've probably been having that issue. And in my own opinion, I want to believe allegedly that Natasha has been in the picture during that season. Because you could just tell that Annie was not herself during that season at all. Abby said, he's in Edo doing video in front of Nigerian flag. I have to be specific. Right, let me bring in that video where it was telling us to allege. I think it's finished downloading now. Let me bring it in. Let me bring it in. And then once we finish that, talking about that video, then I will drop the links to the comment section.
What's up, man? So allegedly, I've been seeing so many things, so many people coming up with their own false narratives and false talk and malicious nonsense. After I posted that stuff that I posted, yes, I posted what I posted, and any person will get brain.
So it's telling us that anybody will get brain. At the end of the day, it's Tuface Idibia. Now, jejely netizens sit down where you carry matter come social media. That's why I've always said, and this is also to all these mom vloggers on YouTube. If you come out here to drop something, people will have opinion. And when people start having opinion, don't cry, okay? Don't cry, because all of that shenanigans, all of you did last year, is because some of us just want to respect you. It's because some of us want to respect you. For me, I just want to respect some of you, hence why I was not going on about it. But if you're on social media, any social media space, and you drop something, a video, or you drop stuff about you, and people start talking about you, don't come and cry here, because people are on their own. If you don't have a thicker skin, something you don't want people to know, don't drop it. So all those shenanigans that some YouTubers did here on YouTube last year, you guys were all just playing. You were all playing Sansan. So this guy here, at his age, people were sitting on their own, okay? You drop a video saying, oh, this, that, you're no longer with Annie, blah, 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 blah. Why did you bring it out? You dropped it anyway, and people had opinions. So now he's saying that all of you that are alleging, and that you talk what you talk. Yes, we are not disputing the fact that you said what you had to say, but then did we put our hand in your mouth to come tell us? No. So you should have kept your dirty shenanigans indoors rather than bringing out here. And you are here telling people that people are alleging. You guys listen to it once again.
Understand, but for all of the people that have been saying different stuff that do not have any absolute clue of what's going on, I hell now in our life perfect.
Tuface, let us have a clue. Tell us, give us a clue. You came out here to tell us that you're no longer with Annie, and the handwriting has always been on the wall anyway. People have always been like, Annie, you met Annie first, or Annie met you first, and then while both of you are together, you went on to father 5 children before before each person where you might even born for you. Like, who does that? Who does that? And then obviously Annie decided to put her head into hot fire. Okay, so with that being said, the handwriting has always been on the wall. People has always, in a way, always been telling Annie to let you go, that you're not worth it, allegedly. So she stayed with you, loving you. You renewed vows, even though all the cast on that show were like, one of them was actually asking this guy that, do you know how deeply she loves you? And the guy was just kalolo. Is it that if you speak English or what? It was just kalolo. He was talking as if he does not really know. The way he replied to that lady in Young, Famous, and African, I knew straight away that Tuface no longer loved Annie. Because people who don't even live with you could tell how deeply Annie loved you. And she was asking you, do you know how deeply Annie loves you? And the man was just stammering. It's not about the big diamonds. It's not about the rich cars. It's not about the exotic holidays. But let's keep listening to him.
Guy, not too much. You understand? See, everybody's going to be all right. Everybody's...
Baba, in back, no, they straight again. The back, no, they bend again. Now straight it be.
Fine. There's no fights. There's no quarrel. There's nothing. I said what I said. All of us will be all right. And all of us are working to do bigger and better things. You understand what I'm saying? And Honorable Natasha, I see she has been dragged. She has been called all sorts of names. She has been...
Natasha, has obviously, since he came out with coming out of his show or something, I don't think I've ever read anything negative about her. And it was not until this Gorimakpa came out to defend her that people actually started digging into her, calling her a druggie, blah, 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 blah. People are like, searching into her to know that she allegedly has 2 children of her own. Allegedly, So I don't think prior to him coming out to do this video, I don't think this girl has been dragged. People were just kind of like, obviously, oh, she's an house of member, she's into politics, she's a rich girl. I believe that's what people have been saying. I've not read anything shady about her at all. But then you now came out to defend her. Hence why I said the woman who bore you children, the woman who stood by you, the woman who, with all of your shenanigans that both of you had, you've never come out here to defend her. Even when she was on that show, I would have imagined that whatever it is that was happening during that show, both of them, they've been separated during that show. So maybe hence why he decided not to come defend her. Instead, he came to help the public put Annie's dirty linen outside, which was that's why I said that was the reason why people were dragging Tuface. It's not because of the fact that he eventually left her, because at the end of the day, people have been clamoring for for Annie to leave Tuface. Just like how people were telling Chioma then that this Davido in one day prick will not stay in one place, but she still went ahead to marry Davido. People were like, Annie should leave him, but she was not. She kept nodding her head like a gamma lizard everywhere on that show. and then you came out when she was being dragged for how her actions were on that show, and then you came out to tell people that you've been separated. Like, that was the wrong timing. Hence why all those women who stood up for Annie came out to drag Tuface that no, this was the wrong timing. Even if people now saw you with Natasha, when you've not come to tell the public that you're no longer with Annie, people might start putting two and two together. People will talk anyways, but then you coming to drag the carpet under Annie that way, it was a wrong move. It was a wrong move.
Labeled as the home breaker, you know.
In my opinion, allegedly, I believe she is an home breaker, because there's no way. How long have you been dating her to you now wanting to marry her, to you now proposing to her? I mean, you met her in 6 months, and in 6 months' time, you proposed to her. Just like how CEO, Blessed CEO said, no, she did not know IVD before anything happened between IVD and Bimbo. But then it was still the same lady that came out to that is known IVD for 3 years, which means that you must have been in IVD and Bimbo's life before that incident happened between the two couples, between the couple. You must have been in their lives. For Bimbo must have known that the IVD was benching some girls. She must have known that you were one of the girls. Maybe she might not know that Blessing was, but you must have been in their lives for you to have known IVD for 3 years. Because it's just been 3 years that Bimbo passed away. I hope guys, this is making sense. So Natasha must have been in Tuface's life at some point that maybe started up with this drama again with Annie, allegedly, and then led to where it is today.
She is a young, brilliant, amazing young woman.
I'm sure you once said that about Annie as well.
You understand what I'm saying? And she had nothing to do with, what's happening between me and Annie in our marriage. She has absolutely nothing to do with that. But I see everybody allegedly trying to,
yeah, allegedly is okay.
Everything. Yes, I love her. She's amazing. She's cool. I want to marry her.
Go ahead.
Understand what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
So that on one side. Then on the other side, when me and Annie, we don't fight, we don't quarrel. We have a good understanding of ourselves and what's going on. So allegedly, everybody that has been saying stuff allegedly, keep alleging. We shall continue to be allegedly.
Allegedly.
So thank you very much. Move on with your perfect lives. Now me carry and come here. So I understand this will happen as I carry and come.
We are not claiming to have perfect lives. Just like I said, that people sit down for their house. You came onto social media to drop what you drop. It just takes me back to when I did the show about me growing up in a DV home. That when I shared that post, I shared that story when I was on a live stream, and another TV show invited me to come discuss it, mainly to discuss the effect that DV could have on children raised in such home. There are some useless people on this street of YouTube who said that I did it because I want to blow. Like, do you know the kind of trauma you're putting in those children, where obviously the husband, they beat the wife anyhow, and you have children in that house, and the children are seeing it come. Those things that those children saw at that early age, by the time they turn 50, 40, they'll be able to tell you exactly what they observe their father doing to their mother. And I'm a victim of that. So it's not about, if you come here, something you don't want people to know about, don't drop it. So you came out and dropped it. We don't have perfect lives. I have my own shenanigans that I'm dealing with. If I don't want people to know about it, I won't bring it out here. If I want people to know about it, then I'll bring it out here. But people we never put our hand for your mouth. You were the one that came out here, you set your camera, you sit down beside flag, behind flag, whatever. You did the video you were doing. People have opinions, and then you are coming out to say, why are people having opinions? You dropped your case out here in the public. What do you expect?
I put that as my business. Yeah, so you are allowed to interfere and say what you feel like. But please, when you want to allege,
Banky, just ignore that annual fear. It's an annual fear. Just ignore him.
Make sure you know what you are alleging. And I'm also going to ask, in fact, I go ask Congress. We have to do something about.
See, that is the kind of thing that happens in Nigeria. Congress over this useless talk. Your private life that you brought out to social media. Now, taxpayers' money in Nigeria. Congress should come and sit down and discuss, because I leave Annie and I date Honorable Natasha. See, that is how people misuse power in Nigeria. So to him now, he's already dating somebody who is, about to marry somebody in the politics, and they can do as they wish. He's He's already flexing. You see how our people misuse power? Listen to what he has to say. He has Congress. Come and talk about
this alleged. You understand? Everybody's hiding behind alleged. To just say anything they want to say. Causing heartache, embarrassing people.
We are not saying what we want to say. You dropped Gary, and we carry our granite, come, join them to make them sweet. Because I don't think I've ever come onto this show and suddenly come up with a story of my own about the things I talk about here. I go based on what has been released, what has been shared. Hence why I'm against, if something has not happened, don't come out here and form story, which some people did on this YouTube last year. If an event has not happened, if an incident has not happened, don't come out here and form a story and say allegedly. That is you lying, concocting story. Let's finish listening to this and I'll drop the link in the comment section for whoever wants to come on here.
And you know, say people will ever leave the follow alleged. So we need to do something about this alleged. If you don't know something, no talk. No even quote person. Make only the person will talk. You understand? So
we must quote though. You must quote. You can't control the public opinion. You've already dropped what you had to drop. For me, that's why I said no, there's no win-win for both of you. Annie is still a sophisticated looking girl. I just pray she takes her time in rehab. She's still young. She looks good. She looks set. She can still catch. One man's food is another man's poison. As you don't go market, don't carry 31-year-old girl now. Annie self carry person will say, you now not see Waneka. How old is Waneka? Waneka already had 3 babies. And she met a guy who's never been married before. I already give you the story.
This point of mine. Thank you very much. I don't bring her come again. I don't give her food again.
Thank you.
We could have continued to be alleged.
Carry Gary come here and bring my carrots.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Hi darlings, my name is Honorable Natasha.
So that's her just talking about giving people whatever she's giving them. So I'm going to drop the comment I'm going to drop the link for the show here. Come drop your opinion, what you have to say about this show, about what's been going on so far. And then maybe you spend another 20 minutes and then we'll round up. So the link is in the comment section. If you want to jump onto this stage, please do. So Mr. Kule said, how do you think this issue will have turned out if this was to be the other way around? You know what? When the other way around, Annie should have walked out. And the other only way around would they'll go their separate ways. That's the only thing out here. The other way around that maybe if Annie comes out, yeah, people will bash Annie just the way people have been dragging Tuface. They will bash Annie just the way they've been dragging Tuface. However, in all of this, like I said, there's no point blaming anybody now. Annie had a chance to say no. Yes, you met him first. Just because you met him first does not mean that you definitely have to marry him. You had a chance to rebuild your life with somebody who's never been married, but you chose to stay with him. Annie had a choice to leave, to not marry him, but she went ahead. Like women will tell you that, okay, they can deal with two kids. 5. Even while you were married to him. Nah, I can't do. I can't. So yeah, people will drag him. And I think the public's opinion or public's perspective should change when women decide to move on. Because like I said, men move on really quick. When women comes out of a broken marriage, people will drag women. The dragging is too much. Like, why? Would you rather she stays there and become a shell of herself and become a non-entity and become a low life and not able to do anything for herself? Would you rather one of them buy in the marriage just because they are trying to make it work? Would you? Like I said, our African mentality needs to change that if a relationship is no longer working, yes, they've tried because we all watched that show. Annie tried her best. Annie was the one who's always coming out here. And hence, with other videos I've done in the past, that Tuface is not the kind of person who will come out to talk. Like in the past years, I don't think I've ever seen Tuface come out here and say, oh, this is all about me. Hence why I was shocked when he came to do that, when he came to drop that post. So we need to stop shaming women when they say, okay, this is no longer working, they are going out. In this case, Tuface is the one that walked out. And I'm not blaming him for walking out. I just felt like the time that he did it was the wrong timing, just like everybody has said. For me, even at this age, You have 5 children. No, I will run 440 away from you. I will run 440 away from you. So Gooden of James, hello there, how are you? Annie saw a red flag, went for a red flag and married a red flag. So she got what she wanted and has nobody. Exactly. A man is dating you and sleeping up and down. Yet, you know what? One thing I will question again is that, you know, all of this was happening and you as a wife, you're happy with it. Like, what if he gets infected with HIV? Who is Bandana? Okay, hello, Bandana. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, I can hear
hello,
you.
welcome.
I can hear you.
Thank you so much. You're welcome to my channel. Oh,
Thank
hello
you.
there. It's good to see your face. Welcome.
Welcome. How you doing now? Sorry.
I'm
How
very
you
well,
doing?
thank you.
Can
I'm
I be
very well, thank you.
informal? Can I be informal?
Yeah, sure. Anyhow, any good. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
1 second. Let me pick up my bandana so that I'll be in the spirits.
Okay. What's the bandana about? What does the bandana signifies?
If I start to get into that, we might not finish this show.
All right,
You
okay.
know?
All right, okay.
Yeah. But you know what it looks like now. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, you've got the floor now.
Please, that mom of 5, appreciate you
Yes.
definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this platform. Let's just start by giving you props and appreciation for what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
But then I know you're laughing, but the truth about it is that I've seen a lot of people smile until you start to speak the truth, and they cancel you and they block you, and they're not going to allow you come back to their platform. And I'm talking about high channels of truth speaking. So I want to begin this by asking you, can you handle the truth?
Go ahead. We all learn here. We are learning. I mean, whatever, I've got my opinion and you've got yours as well. So you might be of a different thinking mind and I have a different thinking mind. We can agree and disagree, which is absolutely fine. So I'm not going to come here. As long as we remain respectful to each other, you respect me, I respect you. That's what I've always said on this channel, okay? I'm not going to disrespect you for your opinion, and I don't want you to disrespect me for my opinion as well. So that's what I've always preached on this channel.
All right, no problem. That said, just to stay on topic, to comment on the Annie and Tuface issue.
Okay.
I have a question for you, which is, what is the purpose of this presentation for you?
The purpose of this presentation to me is one, as for instance, for example, obviously we have, as a woman, we know the record that Tuface has. And like I said, yes, his relationship has gone sour. He's free to move on with his life. However, the new woman is all over internet about, and the fact that he's come here to share his story to the public and is also accusing or going after, saying people are senseless. If you don't drop the story onto social media, people will not come and have an opinion about your life. But you've dropped the opinion. You've dropped your story. People now have an opinion. And you're like, oh, yes, I talk when I talk. Nobody's dragging the fact that you drop your opinion or you drop your story on social media, but you cannot control people's opinion about what you freely dropped. So whatever you drop about your life onto social media is now a garbage and it can be dissected anyway, which is what I am doing. So mainly what I'm doing here is for women to learn, okay? You meet a man, he has multiple children, don't stay with such, don't go with such man. That's my opinion, that's my belief. I've got female children, that is what I'll tell them. And 2, Annie seems to love this man. You can, if you watch the show Young, Famous and African, people that do not even live with them could easily tell the kind of love Annie has for Tuface. And when they ask Tuface, he does not even really know how to quantify the love he has for the woman he's been with for years and who has children for him. So the main purpose of this show is this: 1, what you don't want the public to know, don't bring it out. And 2, you claim to love Annie. People were dragging her, and you did not come here to defend her. But then you find a young, pretty young thing. And I said, I've not heard people drag this Natasha lady. But you just come out here to say, oh, I love her, people are dragging her, blah, 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 which I don't think is worthy of a man to say when you've just come out of a relationship with a woman you've been with for years. And Annie met him when she was 16. So it's more like a learn and don't do the same mistake Annie made. And also as a man, you could do better. That's just my opinion. And that's what the show is about. Well, this particular show tonight.
All right, all right. Let me tell you what I picked from what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I've what I hear you saying is that you are you are purpose to expose Two-Face as the problem.
Not expose. I mean, there's two
Okay,
faces.
paint
There's no a problem
because
here.
what let me tell you the words. The words. I'm sorry, I have to do this before I
Mhm.
get into my point so that we don't
Yeah, sure.
misconstrue opinions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
because you saying red flag. He had many wives. You said why before
Baby
I
mamas.
joined the
You did not
show.
marry them. Baby mamas. You did not
Yeah,
marry them.
baby mamas. Yeah.
Mm.
You said that he's this thing know the rest. You know the rest. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's just agree that the predator here is
Mm-hmm.
Two-Face because we
Allegedly.
need
Oh,
to
let's be
send a
using allegedly.
message.
Allegedly. Let's be using
All right,
allegedly so they don't come for us.
sure, sure. Because we as writers, painters, and content creators, it's all
Mhm.
about a message. And I'm just going to say this to help you with
Okay.
purpose.
Yeah.
If I'm going to answer the question of purpose as a man of truth and realizing how it's very dire to be direct, I would
Yeah.
say, if I'm the one anchoring this show, I would say
Mm-hmm.
that the purpose is for me to tell the people how to be
Mm-hmm.
careful when they're dealing with people like Two-Face in particular, sending a message to our daughters out there.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from this as an
Yeah.
education. Look at
Yeah.
this. You get just because a man is wealthy and stays with you for a long time, always carry yourself in a place of dignity, you know?
Absolutely.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's just me. That's just me saying this as just an outcome. But just to respond to this issue of
Yeah.
Annie and Two-Face,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going to say this as a man of truth. I'm going to say
Yeah.
this, and I am sorry for you that is listening to this right now. What I'm going to say may be hurtful, but truth for me is the truth. And the truth is
Okay.
that Tuface Idibia as a person to me is not
Mm-hmm.
sober.
Okay.
You know, Two-Face, for like looking at him, and I believe, like I don't have the proof, but
Mm-hmm.
being somebody that is involved in the drug world, once I see a
Okay.
person that's under the influence, I can
Mm-hmm.
tell. I'm taking this to another dimension, and Two-Face Idibia being under the influence of weed
Allegedly.
and who knows what.
Allegedly.
Uh,
Allegedly, please.
yeah, allegedly. I don't listen to his songs, but I'm sure that if we go to his music, we will see him saying things like this. Yes, but
Mm.
I'm saying this because they say, "Show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you
Tell you
are."
who you are.
You
Yeah.
know, so I really don't cut people slack because the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm going to give the honors of blame on Annie as much as
Okay.
she is the prey, but
Okay.
this is a sound of warning to the ladies out there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you put yourself in a place of deep savagery, infidelity, and the word is barbarism, because when every morning you wake up, people hit a joint, you people are just living your lives like people on the hunter, just living anyhow, you know. then
Yeah.
this is what it is going to lead to. I'm sure a lot of our girls are in this kind of relationship where they are just moving without any true purpose in what they are doing.
Yeah, sure. I understand you clearly. But obviously, like I said, from me, this is me speaking about myself now. Meeting someone like I said, it's been said that Annie met Tuface first before the other baby mamas came, and all of that was happening. Like it was having babies with all these women, and you, whom is showcased to the world as the African queen, you're his wife. You're here to have babies with him. Like, why go ahead and marry him anyway? And like I said, this is not about going back and forth and blaming anybody. I just felt like, okay, he's moved on. And for the fact that why I find really, really why I find really not fair on behalf of Annie is the fact that when before he came out to announce the fact that they were separated, he did not come out to defend Annie. I don't know if you've watched that Young Famous and African. Annie was a total mess on that show. You could tell even at some point, I was like, oh no, this lady has to come off the show. This lady has to come off the show. He did not come out to, defend her. And then people saw you with a young girl. They are saying, oh, she said blah, blah, blah. She said did this. And then he set camera to come and defend her. How do someone you claim to love, you have children with, just like I cited the example of Yul Edochie and May Edochie. They were together for 19 years. She had 4 children for him. He's come out here to drop a post to say that, oh, she's never caused me any issues. She's never been a bad woman to me. And then what do you go out to do? You pay her back by impregnating somebody else outside, and now they're about to have the 3rd child together. Make it make sense. But in all of this, Annie knows her mistake in all of this. She knew she should have walked away, but she stayed. Tuface, hence why also I'm going to use this post to say to men as well. Men often don't come out to tell the public or tell the world if they are passing through something in their relationship. But I think we are at the age where I don't care, drop your ego aside. If your wife is beating you, come out and talk. Come out and let people drag her. Because women come out here and say their husband do this to them. So why are the men shying away from doing so? Because people are like, oh, we don't know what Tuface was passing through in that relationship. Yes, we would not know. He's come out here to say they're no longer together. Maybe you should use this opportunity to tell us what he passed through while being married to Annie. Maybe that will help people understand, oh, all right, okay, we understand why he came out to say this. We understand why he did not defend her. So that's just what I have to say about that. Hello, Abby. Yeah, we're still here. I'm going to drop the link again. If anybody wants to jump on to continue with this conversation, that's the link in the comment section. Come drop your thoughts and opinion as always. So that's you back, Bandana.
Yeah, and just to reiterate on where I'm pushing this to, I'm saying to us today that I've looked at this situation and I can tell that this is a drug issue.
Allegedly, please. Use allegedly. Don't let them come and sue us.
I mean, I understand allegedly, but I mean, I don't know how I'm going to say allegedly to this, but I'm just
allegedly
saying that
because you don't have proof of you seeing them doing the thing you're saying. Hence
okay,
why
I'm going to use the word I believe because I don't have the proof, but I strongly believe that this is a drug issue. Okay. Even Tuface himself, he needs to begin his journey to sobriety because
exactly.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was not quite happy with again is the fact that how has he gone to help himself? Because there's been stories of alleged substance misuse. How has he gone to help himself before jumping into another relationship? Because whatever it is that has happened to you in whatever marriage you and whatever relationship you were with Annie, have you healed from it? Have you healed from it? And then you've gone on to another woman. What makes you think that whatever baggage you have from your marriage with Annie, you're not carrying it onto another relationship with this same new woman? There's a possibility of this repeating itself. There's a possibility of what happened between him and Annie that we know. There's a possibility of that happening again with this young girl or this young lady. Hence why, like I said, person with such history, 7 children, she cannot tell me she does not have an arm's knowledge of what has transpired between Tuface and Annie. And then she's accepted his proposal. He's proposed to marry. He's proposed to her. Ekene, I'm afraid I will not let you onto my live stream. You are not welcome on my live stream. You are not welcome on my live stream, okay? I'm not going to be accepting you onto this stage. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So, like I said, Annie is in rehab just now. Obviously, whatever that's led Annie to where she is, it's been alleged that Tuface knows about it, allegedly. So, how has Tuface helped himself? Has he sought counseling? Has he gone to rehab? You know, all of these things. What has he done? All he's just come and say, oh, I'm no longer with Annie. I'm no longer with Annie. And then I'm marrying another woman. Like, it doesn't work that way. Hello, Abby.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good
Sorry,
evening.
I had to go off for a bit. I got a phone call.
That's...
Sorry, I have a question. When you say there's an alleged drug, is it like you're saying that that's what has caused his bond with Natasha, or in what's the context of the drug use? Is it because he acts, what's the context?
Is the question for me or is that for Bandana?
I don't know, for you or for Bandana, anyone that knows the context of drug use.
So obviously we all know, if you watch Young, Famous and African, we also saw how Annie was there. And I think it was 3 or 2 years ago, Annie's brother came out to allege that Annie was
I remember
misusing
all of
substance.
this. I'm saying, what does it
Yes,
got to do with divorce? And him
so what was it?
Natasha?
All right, okay. So no, we're
him
not saying it's going to do with their moving. I mean, they going their separate ways. Obviously, there must have been several other instances. I think in this case, what transpired, what actually led, in my own opinion, why I felt led to this marriage breaking is the fact that the multiple women and the multiple children. That is what I believe ended these people. And that is why I believe ended them. It's not really about the substance misuse because they're adults. They can always decide not to use it. But if they decide to go ahead and do it, it's fine. But this theory of Natasha as well, there's alleged information that she's on what's it called? Pentazo. I can't pronounce it well. Pentazocine is a very
painkiller.
So I don't know what have happened in her life to have ended up on that medication. So people are like saying that she's looking like a leaf dancing on the water, So him coming out saying that people are
popular painkiller for BBL candidates as well. So if she's ever done any parts of her body, then there's a very high chance
that's possible. Yeah, so I guess that's what maybe Tuface heard. Hence why he came out to start saying, they've been dragging her. So this is really not the whole of this is not really about the fact that maybe she's on circumstances or anything like that. It's just the fact that yes, Tuface dropped that story about his life, and now he's telling us that we can't have an opinion on what he dropped, like what he came out here to drop to people to come and feast. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Abby.
Yeah.
Sorry, madam. I'm. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. All right.
Bandana.
So like truthfully speaking, I know that we want to keep it unalleged, but I really am trying to let us know that this is about substance use education, because we here in this part of the world, we're not really aware of the depth of substance use. And I can assure us that this is a substance use situation. Because the thing about substance use is that you go insane, and it is what they call deep insanity. You as the person, it's just like what they say in the Bible. You know that you have lost your mind. You come on national TV like our governor and you are dancing on national TV. You don't know because you are deeply high. I can assure you that the man in question is suffering from what they call deep high, because that's the only explanation has gone.
You know what? Like I said, this is what they like said. Annie is an adult. Tuface is an adult. If he believes that allegedly using substances is good for him, let him carry on. Like, I don't know what he does for them, but let them carry on. But I'm more about the fact that a woman who suffered with you all that years, stayed with you, the way you just pull the rug underneath her, it's not the way. And for those who are misusing substances, I don't know, whatever it is that must have been going on in your life, turning into substances is not the way, because it will only numb the pain
Temporarily.
temporarily. It will only numb the pain temporarily. It's not going to take away the pain. So, which means that you keep going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth in it. And I've seen stories of people, I've worked with women who misuse drugs here in the UK, and I know how it affects them. Their families run away from them. Families don't want to have instance. Guys, I just want to quickly answer this call. I'm going to mute myself. 1 second.
Okay. My own opinion on alleged drug use or not is that it's just one aspect of so many possible things. Of course, we know that generally, if you're under the influence, it means that there's a very high chance of acting irrationally. That is only normal. So acting irrationally means that you can't actually be level-headed enough to take decisions that work for the
Mhm.
family, and that can lead to other problems. But I do think that this was bound to happen, drug abuse or not. This was long time coming. They have not
Yeah,
had a good marriage. Let
yeah,
us say for what it is. Whether or not this happened, it was only a matter of time. You are with
yeah.
a womanizer. Let's be honest. The only reason, and it's been said that I think there was an interview or something. The only reason that this man probably married Annie, not Pero, not
Out
anybody
of
else,
pity.
because Annie is the only. There's. I don't even think it's necessarily pity. I think he's the only one. He looked around him, the lifestyle that he wanted, and realized that this is the one woman that will stick by my
That
side
was it.
while I
Mm.
continue to act a fool. That is my opinion on why Two-Face chose her particularly. And men do that a lot. There are a lot of men that marry, a lot of men, it's very common for men to marry for convenience. And I have a feeling that Annie was the one that was in front of him at the time. He married her and he was very happy to be there because, of course, she was going to stick by him even through his shenanigans. That is my
Mm.
opinion. So while drug use can allegedly be at
Yeah,
play, I think it's just one aspect of so many things. In these sort of situations, at some point, it has to come to an end. Whether
yeah.
or not it was favorable to Annie, it was going to come to an end. Let's be honest.
True.
That did not
Mm-hmm.
look like a sweet, even sitting from the, well,
In
not
fact, it would have even come out being dangerous. They could have One of them could have even lost his or her life,
it
because
could have been worse. Yes.
yeah, it could have been
So
worse. It
Annie
could have
will not be
been
able to see it now because at the end of the day, she's sad or whatever. She'll
yeah.
be sad. Any woman will be sad after this much sacrifice and this many years. But the reality is that
Mm.
it is so much better for her. He's actually done her a huge favor. And she might not be able to see it, but he
Absolutely.
actually has. So that's my opinion. No, I don't, because I don't know what um substance abuse. I don't know what it has to do with moving on to the next woman, because that is the major thing at this point. And I've said, like I said,
Yeah.
everyone deserves love. In my opinion, Two-Face does not deserve love in this moment. Because the only
Abby,
person no, it's true. He does not deserve love until he works on himself and
on
heals.
himself. Yes, yes,
Not that
yeah.
he doesn't deserve
Absolutely.
love at all. Oh. I said in the moment. This moment he does not deserve it, because what's going to happen is going to keep causing trouble. It's going to
Mm.
keep hurting people.
You,
So
you
what
know
Two
what?
should have done
You know what?
was
You know what?
get out of that
Time will
situation.
tell. With this new girl, time will tell. Okay.
See,
So
one
now
thing I believe in
Natasha is
number.
allegedly hooked on a pain med, and Two-Face is allegedly, obviously a mystery of him, and both of them coming together. Time will tell. That's all I know. If he has not actually worked on himself, if he has actually not checked himself into rehab and do some cleansing for himself, time will tell, and it's just a matter of
You know
years.
what? We also need to be very honest about the way life works. Because
Yeah.
something did not work with Annie does not mean I should not work with
Does not mean
Natasha.
it's not going to work with them. Yeah.
You understand? And it can just be a case of timing. It could be, we've seen situations where you meet. I've been in that situation where the last guy I dated, I met him at a very terrible time in his life. So technically, it meant that it reflected in the way that he treated me in certain situations because he was going through a traumatic situation. Now, if I sat down with maybe the next girl that he dates, she will not understand what I'm saying because maybe
What you
he's
see.
now healed. I don't know if that makes sense. So sometimes timing, plays a part. Other times, let's be honest, some people try and force a relationship, meanwhile they're not compatible. For all we know, Natasha could be the cool. I'll be how the cool to Kini to Tuface's. What's the opposite of cool? Heat. Don't know. You get my point, right? I'm not saying that Annie is a bad person, but there could also have been a case of incompatibility.
Yeah.
And she kept forcing it because love, and love is not enough. In fact, before I marry for any, if I cannot marry for anything else, if it's only love that's in the picture, I will not marry. Because
I will not
love,
marry you.
you have to do so many other things. Love is just not enough. It will never cut it. This is not 2000, this is not 1990, right? 2025. Love will not cut it, right? So I feel like they probably were also incompatible, which is why it's always been rocky, but they keep holding on to love.
They keep holding on to it. Yeah.
People like Annie will hold on to time, hold on to sacrifice, because that's what women do. The reason why a lot of women stay is because they are holding on to the time that they spent there and the sacrifice that they made.
Exactly. And obviously what society will say, oh, after all, this is that. And I know in all of this, I just wish she's not married, Annie. I mean, I just wish she's not married Tuface. With that being said, and also, and I think Tuface action on how he went about this, he forgot that I don't think he actually considered the feelings of his children. And obviously, he wouldn't have thought about the feelings of his children because there's 5 from baby mamas who are not living with their mothers anyway, or who are in between him and their mother. So how will he consider the children he has with Annie? Because I was watching the show yesterday, and some people were saying about the things that Annie's children say on social media, and I was like, well, I think I've only seen one of the oldest daughter talking about okay, what my dad's going on, what's it got to do with me, blah blah blah, and I felt like, I felt cold shivers that, what, that's what often happens, when things like this happen, is the children that suffers the most. Okay, so the children will know what's going on, but obviously they will not be able to pass across their feelings, their opinion, because their parents, they have no say. But in this case, like I said, it was the wrong timing for Tuface to come down. I knew that writing has been on the wall, and Annie was more or less like a contributor of and putting herself in the longer run with this thing with Tuface. You could tell from that show she was hurting. Every time she talks, you could see the muscle in her neck. She was struggling, but then she was still sitting down there. I'm thankful that she did not mind.
That's what I don't understand about celebrities. I want to ask a question. Do you feel like, because that's how I felt, I forgot to actually raise it earlier. Do you feel like Tuface felt the need to announce this whole relationship thing? Because I know that a lot of people say celebrities come and announce that relationship have ended because in case you see it with somebody else. Same thing happened with Basket Mouth, right? I don't want to talk about it, but I'm letting you know that my marriage has ended, so that if you see me with a woman, it won't be a case of cheating.
Exactly. See the way Nino Lowo did his own. He came out to drop a few, Even then,
Basket Mouth is the same thing, yeah.
Even then, I think I don't even think he showcased a woman, and that was it Dami or something?
Yeah, same thing. Even Basket Mouth did not showcase anybody.
He did not showcase any woman. People just started saying, gossip. He's dating Dami. He's dating Dami.
My question is,
he did it in a very matured way.
Do you think that the woman Natasha wanted? She gave an ultimatum. I think so. It felt like you have to do this.
I think so, because I don't know, the post I was sharing earlier on, they alleged that post alleged that she was the one who was answering Tuface's call, that the Tuface's family are allegedly worried about. They don't know where Tuface went because he just left the house, and somebody said they started him at the airport, that nobody knew where he went. And then that post I shared earlier on was like allegedly saying that Natasha, you are the one who's answering calls, allow Tuface family speak to him. Why are you answering his calls? Blah 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 blah. In this case, I believe she's the one calling the shots. She's the one calling the shots. Look at the way Nino Lowo announced his own end of the marriage.
Yeah.
He did it in a very matured way. Basketball did the same as well.
The reason I asked this
Was
question
was
is
it
because
AY or who again? Did his own as well.
no,
In
AY
a
was a
matured way,
little
and they don't go in their
bit
ways.
much.
But this one, what did he do? He's catching cruise with it. Just the way you are led did, catching cruise. It just shows that he's not matured enough to handle this case. So people will actually call him deadbeats or allegedly deadbeats or allegedly the one who should be held in regards to what Annie is going through. They are not wrong because it's catching cruise with it. He needs to speak to Congress. Abuse of power. Congress come and discuss what.
And even that whole body language of Nami Tokam, like it's just very odd for someone that you've been
He's
with for
enjoying the drama. He's enjoying the drama.
Mind you, as a society, we are used to the Tuface that doesn't speak, that barely speaks.
Exactly. And so I was like, okay, what's going on here?
This is a bit out of character
for him.
As if somebody else is pushing it. That's why I asked that question.
Like, you must do this.
Because it's out of character. Tuface doesn't talk. Have you ever? I forget how Tuface sounds.
You know, like the show, the other videos I did mention there that true. I don't think I've ever seen any drama. I don't think I've ever seen Tuface come out to start drama. He will just drop one or maybe one post, but him coming camera phone and filming.
Pregnant. Yeah.
I've not seen him with. I've not seen it. Like, so hence why I'm starting to believe some of the things that some of these blogs say that now honorable they allegedly they call the shots.
It does feel like a new force. It feels like a new force because we're not used to him speaking out about, especially about his private life. If the rumors go around, things come out, he moves on from it. He doesn't address anything. So I find this very strange. If anything, we've heard from Annie, not him, right? So this is very, very strange. So it just seems like, oh, there's this new person around, and this is what they want, and that is what we're doing. And like you said, the reason I didn't ask that question is because of children. When you have children that are at a point where you know that people know Tuface's daughter, right? So it means they can be trolled with it. You have children that are old enough to be on the internet, have active social media accounts. Same thing goes with you, Ledoche, as well. You know the ages of your children. You would think that so even if he's dating Natasha, is there any reason to come publicly?
No, because you always nobody. That explanation.
You know, it's that okay for him to date somebody.
Exactly.
Dating somebody. We don't have to know because children.
We don't. Like I said, when Lowo was dating that actress, it was just hush. People were just gossiping. Nobody had the full chest and say, oh. But with his own, he brought it here. And he still come out to come and defend. People are dragging and love her. And you had the audacity to come and say, yeah, please, he released a post. Please beg her to marry me. How is that our business? You already said people are alleging that they were dragging her, and then you drop a post. Like, that's what I'm saying. You don't want people to talk, but you are goading people. You're goading people with stuff in your life, and you don't want people to talk. Like, you know what? At the end of the day, I said, this is a win for Hani, in my own opinion. This is a win for Hani. I hope wherever she is, she gets better, because I was reading a post here and they were like, things are really, really bad for her, allegedly. I hope she come out of it sane, so that she'll be able to be the mother of her children. That's the most important thing here. That's just what I'm going to say. If they decide to continue to abuse substances, let them go ahead. Abusing of substance has no positive effect for you. It's always going to damage your skin. It's going to damage your health. I've seen cases of a 16-year-old who just took vape for 6 weeks. Her lungs collapsed. Her lungs collapsed from vaping for 6 weeks. You can imagine at the age of 16, you're having lung surgery. That is vaping, compared to, we don't know what they mix. And whatever it is they buy, it might be street stuff that they're buying.
Yeah.
So it's not going to do anything good for you. Now there's an alleged rumor that he has kidney issues, allegedly. Who knows how that stemmed up? Who knows how that happened? So, you know what, in all of this, I just want them to be better. So he's decided to move on. It's good. Nobody's saying you should not move on, but I hope he's relieved those burden, those things he was doing with Annie that must have led to what happened, what is going on now. I hope he's gone on to go get help for himself as well. And then don't go and use it to cobalize the young girl you want to go and meet. And I'm sure that one has knowledge or idea of what has been happening between you and Annie. but she still decided to go ahead and marry you. Congratulations to them. And I'm going to start rounding up, guys, because I don't think anybody else wants to drop in here. I'm going to start
I
rounding up.
can't believe that someone that has such a good resume and so much going on for herself is
would
ending up
exactly
like
it
Asi
seems like
Darling
a
would say
desperate goal.
after seven, that's what you are going with at 21. After seven,
And
after
then,
seven.
like I said, it's been alleged that it's been alleged that she has 2 kids.
Uh-huh.
So,
Someone that is at the village granddaughter should not see high and mighty politicians like Tuface. I'm sorry, I know Tuface is a global superstar, but I don't think he's
she
worth
wants
any of these things to want
to
him. Like
exactly like
after that many
that's
children, I'm not even trying to be funny because
what
I'm
for the
just
fact
really
that
have 2 children. No.
for the fact that that's why I'm saying that all of the journey that he started is he already has 7 children and is now settling with a younger woman to start that phase again, to start raising babies, changing pampers, feeding bottle, to start that phase again. I would have imagined that it's a companion he needed for himself. Even maybe Natasha, well, it's not Natasha is allegedly pregnant again, so they are still going to have babies. It's just their life. But if he keeps coming out to the public to drop talks, me I will keep coming to assess him. I will to come and discuss him. I'll come and add my opinion here. But in all of this, I just want, especially women, if you are in a relationship, okay, and you're starting to lose yourself meaning that you can't have an opinion in that relationship. You can't be a contributor to a decision making. You can't like go out freely without anyone telling you, oh, be back by so time. Without being able to make up your own mind, or you feel less of a person, the best advice I would give to you is don't stay. Because if you lose yourself, you can't come back from it. And this is what has happened to Annie. And now women of the high caliber are now starting to say that, oh, don't love men more than you. And I'm sure a man here has always said that, what, women should not go for women they love more. Let the man be the one who love you the most.
My dad tells me the same.
See? That's something you should be taken away from here. If there's any single ladies in here, if you're going to go for a man, go for the man that loves you more. Maybe in this case now, maybe Tuface is the one that loves Natasha the more. We don't know. But be very, very, when you're in a relationship whereby you feel you're starting to lose yourself, you can't have your own opinion, you can't make up your mind, your own thoughts, your own feelings is always rubbished, then I wouldn't advise you stay there. And secondly, try and have people who love you around you. And I know people will say, oh, Annie's always said that, oh, her in-laws do not like her, her in-laws don't like her. The in-laws not liking you will have known from the onset. You will have known from the onset. And if you decide to
special superwoman,
exactly,
same thing with Natasha. Natasha is special.
you will have known from the onset if the family likes you or not. And it is the reaction of that man to protecting you or how he stands up for you with those his family that will determine if you go into that relationship or not. And this is coming from my own experience.
This is my mom's
when I met my
husband as well.
When I met my husband, my in-laws did not like me.
Mm-hmm.
They did not. In fact, they made it clear. And me, maybe because of my tribe, obviously I'm an Ijebu girl. My in-laws don't like me. Till tomorrow, some of them do not like me. And I don't freaking give a freaking F. In fact, I lived in this Glasgow city with one of them who wanted to turn me into an housemaid. I was like, excuse me. You look after, we just gave birth. We gave birth like 2 weeks apart. Me, I have baby that is 2 weeks old. You two, you have baby that is 4 weeks old. I'm the one who's doing all the cooking. I will cook finish, put my baby on my back, cook finish. You will come and tell me to come and serve you. I'm like, are you all right? Because you hold past me. You senior me with maybe 15 years. So I took all the time to spend time in the kitchen cooking. You still want me to come and serve you? Normally when I finish cooking, I'll just say, Auntie Lagbaja, I finished cooking, go and serve yourself. She will sit down there, expecting me to go and bring food. I'm like, you are not hungry. So they did not like me. But in that instant, what did my husband do? He shut their mouth. He shut his ears to what they were saying about me. He stood with me. They just keep going, yeah, yeah. Every time there's anything, he will like, now me carry and come say I want marry him. If you do anything, come and tell me. In fact, it's not a matter of come and tell me. It was just not giving ears to them. Until today, till tomorrow, that's how it is. And that's how it stays. So in Annie's case, did Tuface block his ears to what those families are saying about Annie? And did he stand and say, no, this woman, no matter what you say, I'll always have her back? Did he do that? Or did Annie just put her head into it? So if you are someone like that, the family don't like you, and the man is not protecting you anyway, do not enter that marriage. Do not enter. Do not. And because you are married to Babalowo, I've always said, if you're married to Babalowo, it does not mean that you should not have your, like, I don't understand why Annie put her career on hold when she married Tuface. She could have been, still be going, look at the Messi Aigbe. Look at all this Nollywood who are married and having children.
Especially because she had money and access.
She had access to riches, luxury days, drive whatever.
Have used Tuface's money and connects to even build her own stuff more.
Exactly. But what I don't know if she has businesses, I don't know if she has whatever, but her acting career, I don't know why she let that go. You could have been Mrs. Idibia and still be going to shoot, even if you're not shooting film, be managing. Look at Funke Akindele. Look at Omoni Oboli. Look at all of this.
Out something on X. Somebody said that if you really look at the trajectory of their relationship and their careers, there was a time that Annie was even at an advantage in comparison to Tuface because of the issue that happened with his record label and with the Plantation Boys. Mm-hmm. When things like that happen, it can shake your career a little bit. And Annie was more at an advantage, was at her peak. But somehow she decided to be Tuface's wife rather than Annie
Idibia.
Annie. I don't know why she likes to be somebody's wife instead. She could have been all of it.
But just be herself, exactly.
Be that.
Again, like guys, people come here and say, "Oh yeah, you talk too much. Some of the things when I share things here, they are from my own experiences as well. When you see me hammering on something, they're from even things that I've observed from people who are even much older than I am, who have shared their experiences with me. So it's not all about boast here or come gossiping or laughing. There are lessons you should take. At times, just ignore the messenger and listen to the message. That's just one thing I want to let you know here. So I'm wishing them all the best, especially Annie. The way it is now, I would even people are saying like, oh, they should be able to come back. I'm not even advocating for them to come back.
God forbid.
I'm not advocating for them to come back. Like I said, there was no reason why Annie threw away her acting career. She could have been a mother and a career on the other side. Me that I'm here, I went to uni twice, studying, looking after, having babies. I was sitting exams. My last daughter was 3 days old. I carried her to examination hall because I knew what I wanted. So you can become a mother and still continue with your career if that is what you want. And just because you are married to Babalowo does not mean that you can't be. Look, you can have flaunting everywhere. You don't have anywhere like a business with your name, not even with your name. Something that can even take your mind off some things. Don't be because you are still missing so. You now drop your own identity. Have something to do. Don't put all of your life. I cannot die for any man, and I don't want any man to die for me. For Annie was ready to die for Tuface Idibia. And Tuface has come out to show that he's not ready to die for her. So as a woman, I'm not ready to die for anybody. And I don't want anybody to die for me. I will live my life myself. Also, as a woman, have a source of income. I don't care if you're married to Mama Babalowo. I don't care if you go to luxury holidays every 3 days. I don't care.
Just something to get by. You don't have to have the luxuries of life.
Exactly.
Be able to pay your bills. The rest
be able to pay your bills. Be able to make decisions for yourself without waiting for. There's some things that you don't even need the decision of your husband before you do. Even by the time you carry out that decision, the husband will be like, oh wow, I didn't realize that way. Oh wow, also that even the husband will be like, oh great, that was an impressive move. But if you're waiting for somebody to give you the get-go, it does not always work that way. So
also, please, I want to say something very important as a younger woman.
Yeah.
I want to say that please, any woman that is listening that has younger women or younger girls as children. So if you have a daughter, whatever, please, can you start to instill confidence in your daughters by saying amazing things to them? I came across a thread on Twitter and the girl asked the question, ladies, how have you gotten to a point in your life where you're confident, you have high self-esteem? And
Mm-hmm.
all of the replies I resonated with were at home, they tell me that I am the SHIT. And that is
Mm.
something that I can relate to. If you guys have been here for a long time, you've been here through our topics, you know how passionate I am about not settling where
Mm-hmm.
relationships are concerned. And the only
Yeah.
reason I can do that is because there's certain things that were instilled in me from my house. I always say this, I cannot cry over certain things where a man is concerned because of the way I'm treated by my dad and my brother, even my male friends. Today is my birthday, as you guys know, and I receive flowers from my male friends, my brother. Like, my point, I'm saying this to say that would I now go and not expect a boyfriend to buy me flowers? Would I now be crying that a boyfriend is not sending me good morning messages when my dad sends
Yes,
me
it
good
is.
morning sunshine every morning? Say this to say that, please, as women, my mother used to tell me that I'm beautiful, I'm this and that. Please, let's do that for our girls. It
Mm.
shapes our lives more than you think. I know
Yeah.
for a fact that if this did not happen to me as a young child and up to date, even as you know, a woman that is close to 30, I know for a fact that I would not be as confident as I am and as wholesome, or even being able to let go of certain men that I thought showed me love because I've not experienced real love. So please,
Mm.
let's endeavor to talk to our daughters in a way that will continue to make them feel confident and continue to increase their self-esteem. That's very important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Abby. We are rounding up, guys. Mr. Bandana, what have you got to say? We are rounding up. Unmute yourself.
Sure. And powerful build, and just want to stress on this before I close out with us all. Please. If you're watching this podcast, if you are taking drugs, I take God beg you. I take God beg you. You will not know, because most of the time we believe that we are in control. We believe that because if I'm making money, because if I can drive a car, because if I own a house, then I've not lost my mind. It's not
Mm.
true. It's not true. When you are on drugs, your eyes get blinded, especially when you do it for a longer time.
Mm.
Please, I maintain the opinion for my own self that this is as a result of long usage of drugs. These people have disconnected from self-value and self-worth. They call it shamelessness. They have
Mm.
lost their sense of shame/guilt.
Mm.
Please, I take God beggars.
Say no
Drugs
to.
are drugs are bad. That's the mantra I keep with me. Drugs are bad. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, guys, this is where we round up the clock. We've been here for almost 2 hours. Guys, like this live stream. There's 59 of you. At some point, we had 80 people watching. Please take this like to at least 50 for me before we leave. Take this like the show. If you're watching from your mobile phone, if you double tap on your screen, it will record a like. Please take the likes to about maybe 25 or even 30. I really appreciate that. So like the show, and this is a link to my vlog channel. I've not dropped a vlog there in a few days now, but I'm hoping to drop maybe a clothing haul. I did some Zara shopping. I think I'm going to try and film that video tomorrow, and I'll drop a shopping haul there at some point. So if you've not yet subscribed, it's Wemi Space. Please kindly go subscribe. And
Ooh.
yes, um for any business and collaboration, if you have any small business you want to advertise, I advertise on my channel as well for a finishing money, not expensive. I'm not going to charge you exorbitantly. If you want me to give your business a shout out in any of my videos, feel free to email me and let's talk about price. Affordable, small business, whatever your brand is, whatever your business is, I'm happy to shout out collaboration here. If you want me to try out a product for a fee, reach out to me. I'm open to adverts, collaborations, whatever it is. I'm open, okay? And also, if you're not following me yet on Instagram, my handle is the same thing as that number 5. Go follow me there. It took me almost 2 years or 3 years to reach 1,000 followers on Instagram. That's because I don't know how Instagram works, okay? But yes, you can give me a follow there. If there's any topic, or if you want to be a guest on any of my shows, or if there's any topic you think that I gravitate towards, that you think that, oh, you would love me to bring it onto this show, and you would like to be a guest on it, feel free to send me a DM as well. Let's talk. Let's get it on here. And also, and I'm also on Instagram I'm also on TikTok as well. And yeah, so I think in 8 weeks, I have lost 16.5 pounds. Yes, I have lost 16.5 pounds in 8 weeks.
That's
So my weight
amazing.
loss. Yes, I can see my jaw already. Like, I step on the scale and I was like, oh my God, 16.5 pounds. I now wear size 12 petite again. Now I need to find money to go and change my wardrobe because all of my jeans, they no longer fit. They fall off my waist. So I'll probably be shopping for clothes at some point, but God help me because that's going to be another expense, okay? And yes, I've lost 16.5 pounds. So if you're not following me on TikTok, that is where I've been sharing my weight loss journey. And I think I'm going to do a sit-down video about what I've been doing. As a product I use, you must have heard about it. It's a funny way they call it skinny jab. It's what I've been using, and yes, and it's working really well for me. So I'm targeting a size 10. I want to be a size 10. So I started from being almost size 16 because so I'm into size 12 petite now. Hopefully by May, when I turn 42, I'll be at my perfect weight. So far today, all I've had today is a cup of coffee with my collagen. I've had porridge, the 2-minute porridge. I've had that, and an apple. And then about an hour ago, I tried to eat rice. I only managed about 4 tablespoons. And yes, I love chicken, so I had lots of beef and protein. And then I'm drinking my tea and obviously a cup of water. And right now, I feel full. I don't feel hungry at all. So yes, 16.5 pounds. I'm super happy about myself. So I see Contrivix. I've been reading your comment, Contrivix. Thank you so much for all of your contribution. I'm so sorry all of those things happened to you. I hope you are in a better place now. And yes, the comments you've dropped so far, they are a great way, have something doing. Don't depend solely on your husband. And if you are interested in buying portfolio for yourself, if you have the money, do it. At times, I don't blame women who do stuff like that without telling their husbands. This is from experience. So Contrivix says sometimes a woman feels she can't do without a toxic husband until the man leaves her. Annie, congratulations. Like I said, him leaving now, I'm hoping that this is going to be an open door of eye opener for Annie as well, so she can get herself together and bounce back. Okay, bounce back. So hi Mary Sugar, I'm just rounding up, guys. So Contribute continues saying that especially when the woman is financially handicapped. Yes, as a woman, if you don't, like I said, I've always said in my video, if you are dating, you don't have a job, you don't have any skills, you don't have any training, and you want to get married, abort mission. Go and get it. Go and learn a trade. Go and get something doing before you go and marry somebody that you now go and be dependent on them for the rest of your life. No, because at the end of the day, the weight of that man alone, doing the thing alone, looking after you, looking after children, it's going to get really difficult for him. It's going to get too much for him. So get something doing. If you don't have a job and you want to marry, abort mission. Okay? Go and learn a trade. Go and learn a job. Have something doing before you venture into marriage. And if the man is the one that wants to marry you, if he's financially buoyant, tell him to start a business for you. Okay? Tell him to start a business for you. Contributors also said most of these women treated badly, put their life on the shelf and run with the man's vision. That's why I said that if even at the end of the day you end up being in such a relationship and you find yourself not having value, you're not able to have your own opinion, you're not able to contribute to make a decision, you're already losing yourself. Omo, Japa. And yeah, this was your comment where you say you are a victim. I'm so sorry about that, and I hope you are in a much better place now. Okay. Abby, that's indeed they're saying there. So contributors, we are hoping we are in a better place and wishing you all the best. All right. And last word from Mr. Bandana was say no to drugs. Okay, say no to it. Annie will recover. We are hoping she recover. We are praying for her. I hope she recovers. Okay, and good luck to the new Okoyawo. Good luck to the new bride and groom. Wishing them all the best. Adebimpe said there's a new sheriff in town, and that's Natasha. Anyway, guys, this is the end of this live stream today. Thank you so much. And Abby, did you see that AKA he tried to jump on stage? I've banned him.
The guy is very, very, very bold. But I have a question. Does anybody know how he keeps coming back? I block him.
I don't know.
Time.
He must have multiple email
I
addresses.
don't think it's multiple at this point, though. It seems like
I think he has multiple username, and maybe it's kind of one of those emails that where he use 1, 2, 3 when he opens them. So I think that's what he does. He tries to jump onto my stage. This time I've banned him.
Your audacity is this ridiculous. How can you want to jump on stage? What did you? Someone that is always insulting me.
You come here to insult me, and you want to jump on my stage. Like what effrontery? Like make it make sense. You know?
And I used to think he's a man, but it's definitely a woman.
Mom of 44K, Glory Chioma. I not even pity me. Mom of 44. That prayer I know if you come to pass, the Glory Chioma.
It was deleted it sharply.
Glory Chioma, come and answer this query. Now.
Number 44. Is that even
But
possible?
for long, I won't be able to stand up again. And the fight where I born. After I used to, when I go to work at times, I tell my colleagues that my back is killing me. That when I go to invent back surgery because I need to replace my back. I know they do hip replacement, they do knee replacement, they do finger whatever. I need to get my back replaced because my back is killing me. You know, even at work, I just try and move a lot because if I'm stagnant in one place, even me sitting down on this chair now, I need to get up at some point because my back is killing me. And you now call me mom of 44. I can see you love me well.
You know what's funny about what Glory did is that I don't know how you can mistakenly type 44.
44 long. Okay, Glory Chioma, we need to meet in the back office. Bye, Susan. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Sidi Emmanuel.
Hi, guys. Thank you
laughing.
for the wishes as well.
Contribute said, I have moved on now better than me. I'm super glad to hear that from you, Contribute. Absolutely happy to hear back from I absolutely happy to hear that from you. And I hope you keep coming here. Please subscribe to this channel. Guys, take this like to 30 now. At some point, 80 of you were watching and we don't even have up to 30 likes. Guys, like this live stream. If you like it, it will help YouTube to push this video out to everybody out there. Okay, so thank you so much to all of you who have been here from the start of this live stream till now. Thank you to the contributors and the fake contributor that tried to come in. We've blocked you. You're not welcome here. Thank you so much. And also to my one of my member. That one don't cancel. Why you cancel now? You don't want to give me £2.99 again. Anyway, join my membership. Abby is one of my members. Shout out to you, Abby. And also, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, baby girl. Wishing you an amazing one. I hope you've had a massive and a beautiful one today. And like I said earlier, it's going to be the most beautiful birthday you've ever had. Open doors, greater heights, doors of opportunities. Correct Odogu. Correct Odogu. Correct Odogu. That will not stress you. That is what we are praying for. You know, God state.
Thank you, my baby.
And also, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this live stream. I hope you've liked, subscribe, share this live stream, join my membership. Glory to my. Okay, I forgive you now. You say it was your phone. I forgive you. You are forgiven. Go and sin no more. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet subscribed to this channel. So on this channel, I practically do everything. You know, lifestyle. I don't like politics, but I'm being tempted to go into politics in a way. But obviously, you've seen all the immigration videos I do in terms of what is happening in the UK. So you'll probably be seeing more of that because, yes, the UK, I live in the UK and I really want to start diving into stuff like that. So I think I'm going to do another intro about what I really want to start doing on this channel. So you all know what I am doing because all these things they tell us that you must have a niche. I don't have a niche. I'm practically all over the place. I do everything that catches my interest. I do things that are happening as the world is going, as the world is evolving. The world is evolving. Anything that is changing, that's what I do. So I'm not selective about what I talk about, what I don't talk about. So with that being said, thanks so much to those of you who have been here. And please do not hesitate to join my membership. It's cheap, £2.99 a month, £4.99, and then £20.99 is a way of you supporting my channel to say, that mom of 5, you're doing a great job. Take this £2.99 and buy yourself a Costa coffee tomorrow. And yes, thank you so much, guys. This is the end of this live stream. And also, I'm going to be bringing the story of that lecturer and that girl tomorrow night. I just saw some Agbaya. I just saw some people who are trying to do a certain narrative saying that the lecturer was at fault. Like, I don't understand. How is the lecturer at fault? How was the lecturer at fault? So I already did a video. And yes, lots of you have watched that video. I'm looking at my YouTube thingy now. The over 15,000 of you, over 15,000 views on that video. It means that lots of you agree with what I've said in that video. So we're going to do Zeno, late fee. Abby, I beg, go and collect late fee from Zeno. Zeno, we are just rounding up. Abby will be the one to collect late fee from you, Zeno. So the video of that girl, the Unizik students, I'm looking at my YouTube studio now. It has over 16,000 views. So I think it's best we bring it out here. We come and discuss. So we're going to do it tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Once I finish this live stream, I'm going to schedule it. And please go and turn on your post notification. You don't want to miss it. And let's come talk about it. These are interesting topics that I really want to talk about. I've schooled in Nigeria before. I schooled in primary school in Nigeria. I went to Maryland Comprehensive Secondary School in Ikeja. You guys know that school. I went to LASU for a year. The LASU that is on Okomaiko area. So at least I know a wee bit about schooling in Nigeria. So let's come talk about this over discussions like this tomorrow. Glory Jama say, haha, okay, I hear you. I literally just landed, still on the plane, no vex. Okay, I pardon you. I pardon you, Zeno. I pardon you. I pardon you. I pardon you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let's try and keep to time tomorrow, 7 p.m. GMT. Is it GMT? 7 p.m. UK time and 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's be here, okay? And let's dissect this topic that we're going to be discussing tomorrow. And have a lovely evening and night wherever you are. Thank you to everybody who have watched at some point. I really appreciate you all. And if you love what I do here, do not hesitate to subscribe, turn on your post notification, share this video. And if there's any topic or any story you want me to talk about, like I said, DM me, okay? If you want to be a guest on this show, the floor is open. Let's come have a chat, all right? And I shall see you guys later, all right? Bye for now. Bye, everyone.